All right, we're inside the Channel 93.3 Jeep Garage with the Head and the Heart. I'm hoping you have tickets to see them tonight at Red Rocks and tomorrow night as well. 2 sold-out shows, and as we were talking about earlier, you can live stream them if you don't have a ticket, so you can kind of pretend like you're there and experience it in real time. So you've been on the road for a few months now. I believe your tour wraps up, right before Halloween? Is that sort of the end, like the end of October?
Sounds about right. Yeah.
So when you're like preparing to be on the road for that long, is it exciting? Is it nerve-wracking? Do you get nervous about leaving your I don't know if it's comfortable to be at home or if it's more comfortable to be on the road.
Yeah.
Yeah, all of those things.
It's all about balance. So I hear.
Do you enjoy one over the other? Like being in the studio or bringing it out to the masses and your fans?
I typically I go through cycles. Fortunately, I feel like as you know, the tour is sort of in, it usually just goes hand in hand with you're starting to get a little more excited to create something new and maybe put some of these to rest for a little while and just kind of switch back to like creative brain. And then, once you have all these new songs, you've recorded them and like kind of like you were saying, it always does seem to change shape or sound with each record, and so it's always interesting for me. Like right now we're kind of just playing for the first time the majority of these new songs, and like it's like discovery mode of like I wonder what character is John during Brenda. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like lyrically I know what that means, but when there's people and you're trying to like convey, it's so exciting to me. To me it's the most fun part because I don't know until I'm in front of all these people, and that's when you find it, which is terrifying.
Are you ever surprised by the audience reaction to new songs? Like songs you think they're going to love, maybe they don't embrace as much as you thought, or vice versa, songs you thought wouldn't go over end up being huge for you? Is it ever a surprise?
Yeah, it's almost like you've been on tour with us.
I'm secretly stalking you.
Happened, yeah. But it's always a pleasant surprise, though. And it helps to inform what you do. You know what I mean? To see how an audience reacts to stuff helps you to make decisions that you would otherwise be kind of maybe stumped on.
And as individuals, are there certain songs that you look forward to playing on the playlist every night, or does that change as the tour goes on?
It's always changing. I think that for me, there's like a few that I'm just like, yes. And a couple of the new ones, it's just, it's like you were saying, John, like there's kind of a discovery of like, how will I perform this, tonight? And I think that keeps you kind of excited. Like how am I going to perform, like what am I going to discover through this performance tonight of this new song? And, and so that kind of keeps you excited and focused, on those new songs. And
it's to me it's like I don't know if I've got all these theories that are probably completely wrong, but it's always interesting to me to like see the difference between 3 nights of trying out new ways of performing these new songs and just like holding something longer, or like being here versus being away, like being front or being in the back, and like where's the perception of the audience member during these parts of these songs? Like should I be prevalent or should I not be prevalent? Like where are their eyes going? Should you support? All that stuff is so much fun, and like I'll just internally clock like, oh, like I held that one thing, and then I don't know, these little like almost like if you're in theater or something, you can kind of test every single night out to like get a little closer and closer to perfection, quote unquote.
Yeah, like little notes of each performance of what worked and what maybe you shouldn't do. Or interesting, because I mean, obviously being in radio, I've interviewed lots and lots of people, but nobody's gone in depth with like the thought process on the stage actually performing. So I've never really thought about that aspect of that. But I would imagine a lot goes into that, especially with like the video screens and lighting and different images, and I mean everything has some kind of meaning to you or to the audience, and it's pretty amazing when you step back and like think about it. There's so much going on with bigger, deeper meanings than what is on the surface.
Yeah, I mean,
how much time do you spend thinking about that visual stuff before you even head out on the road?
I don't think about it before the road. Well, I guess it depends on what you're asking about. I mean, like lighting and stage and stuff, that's stuff we were definitely working on beforehand. But I feel like the funny part about our job is like, the trial and error is in front of thousands of people. Right. So the first time I go out there, I'm just like, see what sticks. I have no clue. So you just have to like
Yeah.
like slowly evolve in front of these people every single night.
It's like improv every night.
Which I love.
Yeah.
Like, I think that's maybe why I'm like this, because I'm not,
It's very
I
cool.
love the unknown.
Cool. Well, it's the Head and the Heart inside the Channel 93.3 Jeep Garage tonight, tomorrow night, 2 sold-out shows at Red Rocks. I do believe you have a cover for us before you take off. Is that correct?
That is correct.
Now, of all the songs in the universe to cover, is there a specific reason why you chose the song you're going to do?
Well, it's the boss, man.
So you want to let everybody in on the secret of what this song is?
The song is called "Hungry Heart" by Bruce Springsteen, and I think we all share an admiration and not dangerous, but a definite idolization of the man for good reason. And so this song just ended up sounding really good. We sang it together and like, dang, this is perfect for the band, you know. So.
Awesome. Well, again, thanks for joining us. Have fun at Red Rocks tonight and tomorrow night.
Thanks,
Hopefully
Bailey.
we'll run into you. But it's the Head and the Heart inside the Channel 93.3 Jeep Garage.